Well, someday this will be somebody's house, but today it isn't. It's not sold yet. Until security comes and takes me away, I'm going to enjoy this little fire pit here. Without a fire. This is beautiful. Unbelievable. I cheated and I drove here because I didn't want to be gone an hour. You know, it's like a walk here and a walk back. Although I do need the walking. But yeah, this is pretty convenient. I could just turn it on and off. But what to talk about today? I started doing YouTube 10 years ago on a different channel called Biblecast. Let's bring this up here because I don't have my microphone yet. The one my friend's gonna send me. And boy, this is cool. Sure beats sticking my arm out and looking like a goofball. Boy, that is a great background. Although I wouldn't want to live here, especially with all that racket. They're building houses over there. Can you see that? No, the trees are blocking it, but this would be prime real estate right here. This house is just about as big as mine, about 3,000 square feet, only it looks a little bit nicer. The aesthetics and design are better. I'll probably get a good shot of that B-roll later, put it in here. I really have enjoyed the creativity of creating videos. So what inspired me to start YouTube was a guy who, he's been on Fox and he had his YouTube channel and he did some kind of econ humor, right? So he took economics and tried to add humor to it. I loved the channel. Boy, I hope this is not blowing right into there. Let me try that out. I got the microphone on the other side. The wind's blowing this way, so hopefully it's better. Wasn't too bad, but I did hear a little gentle breeze in there, and I didn't want it to interfere with the video. But yeah, so I'm like, how hard could it be to make YouTube videos? And I was like disappointed because, okay, so he came out with like one video a month, and then it was like 2 months, and then he made a video that wasn't in his studio, and it was just like, dude, like it was like my favorite YouTube channel at the time. I forgot what it's called. I don't know, econ something. But so I'm like, all right, I love economics, but I just didn't really want to. Economics was more of a something. It was my identity to study economics, but I didn't want to make a YouTube channel out of it. So I started Biblecast, and I did some videos. I was in Corpus Christi at the time, and I had an apartment down there by Oso Bay. And it was a big learning curve, very steep learning curve on that one. And so I did a few videos like that, and then I got a job over the road, and it really wasn't conducive to, back then, you couldn't really just do video editing on a phone. I didn't know, you know. And I have my laptop with me, but after driving for 10 hours in a day, I just didn't want to video edit, and I didn't really want to record either, so it didn't work out. I got a couple of videos over the road, put it on my wife's channel. I think I might have one video, I don't know. I think we put it on another different channel, and so that was fun. I think Jenny and I made like 3 videos. One in Galveston is the most memorable one. And then when I was at Stevens Tanker, we had moved to my first house in Seguin, and I started vlogging once I got onto day shift. As soon as I got on day shift, I think I started vlogging. And that was fun. Really didn't get a lot of views. Didn't take off or anything. And I did that until, well, so Ingram was there for like 3 years. I don't think I did make videos for a while over the course of time. And then Stevens Tanker went out of business, and then I was working for, hold on, just pause that. So I did Ingram Ready Mix for a while, and I had a good little segment there. I think I worked for them like 6 months, and then they canned me for something. They made up a reason, really. It was because I made them give us a paid 30-minute break. That's what it was about. Because I got fired a week later. I got harassed by one of the plant managers. And anyway, that's another YouTube videos. And then I did LNC, and I took some footage out there, but I never made a video out of it, and I still haven't. One of these days I'll put that together and make one video out of it, just to kind of show what I did. And it fell off after that, and I just didn't feel like making videos anymore. And I don't really know why. One of the things that I noticed is if I took footage but I never posted it, I would stop taking more footage. Wasn't consciously, it was just something I did, and I noticed. So, and then so then I did podcasts and blogging. Blogging. I wrote some stuff down. And I got my writing down, and I enjoyed that. That also didn't go anywhere. And then I started a podcast, and I did some podcasting for a while. That was fun. But the whole time I'm thinking, I'm going to just like do all these other things, and then it's all going to come together back to YouTube. And then from there, I'll create for YouTube, and then they can, if I have a script or something, I'll have the blog. That's the writing aspect. I'm a writer is what my first identity is. Maybe artist, I don't know. But writing was something I really enjoyed doing, but I just didn't live in the 90s, as an adult. So that was the time to do a blog, I think. Into the 2000s a little bit, but I think we're past that. I mean, I guess they exist, but they're not mainstream. So what I wanted to do at the beginning of this year was, that's a bee, or a wasp. I got stung a few times as a child, and I'm a little phobic. I will freak out. It's kind of irrational because, I did get stung by a wasp once. I never saw it. I don't think I ever saw it, but I'm pretty sure. Well, then how do I know it's a wasp? I don't know what it was. One time a bee came into I had the window rolled down, and a bumblebee came and landed on my ear and stung my ear. It blew up. Not like exploded, just got bigger, Anyway. So this year I wanted to start taking some of my stories and turning them into YouTube, because there's some really good, there's about maybe a dozen, maybe a little less, really good things that I could turn to YouTube, but I can't do it myself. I don't have the time to really devote to that, or the creative energy to devote to that based on my schedule. And so my brother was helping me, but it's the summer and he's working a lot. And so that slowed to a crawl. And so recently a friend of mine really encouraged me to, he's like, look, either delete your whole channel or start vlogging every day. Just do it. If it's 30 seconds, do it. And so that's a challenge. But it also, I am creative enough to, I think, I'm creative enough to come up with decent content. And I could just knock out several videos in a day and then schedule them out, especially on YouTube. So, I mean, my motivation, I don't really, there's like 30% of the motivation to do videos is out of creative expression and to be able to look back and watch them. And I enjoyed that recently. I went back and watched some of my videos, and I really like my own humor. I made myself laugh, even though at the time I just made the pun and I didn't laugh at my own joke at the time. But I'm just like watching these, just like, wow, that was great on the spot laughter, humor. So I'm proud of that work. I'm not proud of all of it. You know, some of the political stuff was like, just didn't really fit me. I did a little bit of that. I tried a persona that was a little bit intellectually top heavy or arrogant or whatever. I just, not really something that feels comfortable doing. But my happy-go-lucky, humorous persona, which is a part of me, but it takes certain individuals to really bring it out. But when I don't have those people in front of me and I'm just expressing myself on the camera, that is freeing and showing my life and stuff. So another part of it is I don't always want to turn my life into a show. I like to enjoy the water. I could be sitting by the lake thinking right now and enjoying, if the sun was out, I'd be soaking up the rays. I'd take my shirt off, and so that's 30% is creating them for me. That's not enough to really do it. Another 30% is the potentiality of making a business out of it. And I do feel like I'm business minded. I, after all, had a lawn business one time, lasted 3.5 years until a recession hit and took me out. I don't think, it was some of this recession. It was a whole bunch of things it took a lot to take this guy out, okay? All right. Yeah, it's got good business potential, but as a vlog, I don't think so. So that's like taking away from my motivation, because I don't think another vlogger is going to be that contributive. I think that if I could do my story analysis to a high degree of quality in production, that would be unique, and I could bring some thoughts to the table that aren't out there. So because this channel doesn't get a lot of views, and of course one of their requirements is like, well, if you post all the time, on a regular basis, like consistently, then you'll be blessed by the algorithms. I'm like, why don't I just post when I'm ready to post, and if it's a good video, then they can deliver it to the right people? I don't understand that. So that is that's kind of an explanation. And all these years I've tried to create a space or get a job in management or or whatever that would give me the time to be able to write and create stuff, or not work as many hours. For 10 years, that's been my goal. And I got close to that 3 years ago when I moved into this house, but it's just been very difficult. And that's where I'm at. So I guess I'm going to do some more vlogging, and I really have no expectations that, you know, I'm going to grow an audience, but I had a friend say, just do it. Okay, I'm going to prove that guy wrong, you know. So, but I'm going to give it my best. But I don't know what it will take to keep me motivated. I guess if I had a few hundred views, like the view count, I would rather get feedback and comments or likes than views, because views are just numbers. You know, and they do matter to get sponsors, so I would take, 10,000 views each video, because that's a pretty good start to getting a sponsor. And then I can get some, So, yeah, it'd be nice to make a couple $100 a week doing this. Or creating stuff. I don't think I can do that just vlogging. But, if I build an audience, that'll take care of itself. So those are my thoughts on that. And I think I'm going to spend the rest of the time enjoying the sounds of nature. So, sorry I haven't been looking at the camera this whole time because it's on the side. Not used to that. Anyway, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'm going to post this on other places, but I mean, that's a chore. Like I got to upload it 3 different times. I just want to be in one place, really. But if I link it to Facebook, it's like Facebook is a jerk and oh, we're gonna create this little thing so we can keep you in Facebook. No, just send me to the app and I'll watch a YouTube video in that app, and when I'm ready to come back to Facebook, I'll do that. These platforms are all trying to keep everybody in their own circle. And X, yeah, same thing. They will not encourage things to go out. It's understandable, but it's still annoying, So, and there's a way to upload it in one place and then it goes, but then you probably have to pay money or whatever, and I just whatever. So, anyway, send me a comment. What do you think about all this talk? What do you think about this house that I'm going to show you on the outside? I did go in and look at the house. We walked through it. Not really my style. Very nice looking. It'd be nice if a family member had that house. But it's just doesn't appeal to me. The location doesn't appeal to me at all. It's beautiful, but I don't want to be by too much traffic and then people walking around. I don't know. I'm an open person, but I just don't want to live openly. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna run some B-roll at some point in this video, or maybe I already have. Who knows? I'm gonna take some more shots and I guess go back and spend some time with the old lady. She's probably gonna be editing this anyway. Probably cut that out. All right, later. Like and subscribe and all that nonsense that you hear about, because you definitely want to see more than me. Yeah, if for no other reason, to see if I make videos, continue to make videos.